Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So as you can see on your screen now, Andy, Margin Boo, Ruiz. This was quite a while ago, I've only got around to doing it now, but either way, Andy Ruiz has essentially heard the YB's videos and realised how much of a PUSSY he's coming across to the public, and he's tried to change his public persona. Now, what do we know about psychology? Initially, before Andy Ruiz heard the YB's videos, he was putting his emotions out there.
I don't want to go to the UK, man. I'm scared of them UK fans. I don't want to go to the UK.
He was straight up airing his emotions. Then he heard he'd been exposed. He realised there was real dons in the UK exposing his female antics. Let's get it straight. AJ had no problem going to the US. His homeland had no problem at all. That's the facts of the situation. Andy Ruiz, on the other hand, he beat AJ in a devastating way. In that sense, he should be desperate to come to AJ's homeland and give him a whooping on his home turf. Should he not? Yeah, and he realised how much of a shookhead he was coming across. Bottom line, he realised how much of a shookhead he was coming across, and he thought, you know what, I better put out a PR statement. That's what he better do. You know what, I'll put, oh yeah, well, by the way, guys, I'm not really in fear for my life to come to the UK. Oh yeah, I'm happy to come to the UK. Either way, wherever it happens. No, that's not the case though, is it? Let's be real, Ruiz, because what do we know now? Eddie Hearn, in the last 24 hours, listen, this tweet was put out. Andy Ruiz Jr. put this tweet out talking about, oh, if it happens in the UK, if it happens in the USA, it's fine. He put it out damn near a week ago now, yeah? That's what we do know. He put it out a week ago. Facts, 100%, no doubt. Eddie Hearn in the last 24 hours has exposed that, oh yeah, Andy Ruiz still don't want to come to the UK, so which is it? And people have to say, oh, why be you being dramatic, or why be you making up stories? Explain to me why, if this man why would you post this on your Twitter and then 7 days later still be crying in actual negotiations about how you don't want to come to the UK? Does that not tell you exactly what I've been talking about? This man is shook and he's trying to do a PR campaign. In fact, I've heard from good sources that Andy Ruiz's team told him, Andy, you're coming across a bit moist. Yeah? You're turning some of the Mexican fans off. The Mexican fans, they want to see ruthlessness. They want to see thirst for the smoke. This ain't first for the smoke, talking about,
no, man, I ain't coming to the UK, man. I don't want to fight the UK, man. I don't want to get bullied by the UK fans, man. I don't want to get my chain smashed by the YB.
Listen, I've got a video coming out soon, yeah? Andy Ruiz is caught on camera talking about the jewellery that YB is going to snatch if he comes to the UK. Facts. He's got anxiety, I'm telling you now. He's got anxiety. My man was on JRE talking about the jewellery that the YB is going to snatch if he dares come to the UK, yeah? He's got this thick chain on. It'll get taken straight off his neck. Simple as that. He better wear a turtleneck that day, because otherwise, by the time the YB's finished with him, his neck's going to be hella cold, yeah? When you've got that kind of thick jewellery on it, it keeps your neck warm. Andy Ruiz, when you come to the UK, you best wear a turtleneck, because your neck's going to be cold otherwise. You're going to feel that, if you're used to wearing a hat all the time, or if you're used to wearing a chain, I guess, all the time, when it goes, you feel bad, don't you? You feel like you got something missing. You best put a turtleneck on. I'm telling you now, for free, when you come to the UK, wear a turtleneck. It's getting snatched. But anyway, as I was saying, man, be under no illusions now. There's no way you can cut this. This man, he's carrying on like a sideman. Yeah, these right here are what we call female antics. He's putting on a public persona.
Oh yeah, man. I don't mind coming to the UK, man. Wherever it happens, man. If it happens in the UK, if it happens in the USA, it's fine with me.
He's putting on a public persona, trying to get them ratings like he's an on-site don. Yeah, wherever it happens, I'm on it. Yeah, that's what he's trying to make out. He's trying to make out he's on it wherever, whenever, however. But then he's going back behind closed doors and telling Eddie and Hearn, oh yeah, I'm not coming to the UK, I'm not coming to the UK. And that's why we've got Eddie now saying things like, oh yeah, well, we might have to look at other options just for an easy life, and I don't want to come across as this, that, the other. We've got to try and make this fight. That's why Eddie Hearn's got to bring all these other options in. Talking about, oh yeah, we might have to use a neutral option. Use a neutral option. F the neutral option. There was no neutral option in the first fight. But once again, what do we know? Eddie Hearn has to do this because I've explained this many times. I'll do it again. The reason Eddie Hearn and AJ, despite them having absolute power, yeah, that's a fact. That's bottom line. AJ and Eddie Hearn have absolute power in say so. The only thing they don't have power over is making a scared, vulnerable individual sign a contract. And that's what Ruiz is essentially doing at the moment. He's holding AJ and Hearn to ransom, saying, I'd rather go to court than fight you in the UK. I'd rather go to court than get mentally broken by the UK fans and finished off by whatever's left by AJ. That's what he's saying. I've heard from good sources inside the camp. Facts. They've told me. 100%. Andy ain't been the same since the idea of fighting in the UK came along. He don't want it. He's not on it. Simple as that. He was on it in the US. He's one of them. You know, no one's there. You're certain man. They're good at backing a squabble if it's in their homeland, if it's in their home turf, but they're not kind of on it if they're out of town. Them ones there. They're not on it if they're out of town. This is Andy Ruiz. He don't want to know. He don't want to know at all about. He don't want to know anything about it. Yeah. He's putting out this big man public persona because he's realised how moist he was coming across. Let's get it straight. How long now has he been on TMZ talking about,
I'm not coming to the UK, mate. I'm the ASAP, mate. Yeah.
signed a contract in the UK, get it on. Prove you're a true warrior. Don't be crying behind closed doors to Eddie Hearn. We don't want to hear it. All we want to hear is you accepted the fight. Start living up to what you're supposed to be. You can't be talking about how you're a warrior. Oh yeah, I'm a warrior, but I only want to be a warrior when it favours me, when it helps me out. And besides, that's the other thing. This whole tweet he put out actually originated from the whole thing of originally Andy Ruiz put out, oh yeah, I'm not going to the UK for the rematch because it's a setup, all this business. And that's when he obviously put out this next tweet saying, oh yeah, well it doesn't matter, I'll go wherever it needs to be. Then obviously we found out, as I explained, that actually behind the scenes, my man don't want to go nowhere. But as I was saying, makes me laugh. As I was saying, this all originated from him talking about, oh yeah, I don't want to go to the UK, it's a setup. But what do we know? Dillian Whyte got exposed. So the UK institutions are working perfectly. Yeah? Whether it's journalism exposed. The UK institution of journalism. The UK institution of anti-drug doping agents. Anti-doping agency, yeah? Whether it's the institution of anti-doping agencies, whether it's the institution of anti-doping or the institution of journalism, either way, in the UK, it got exposed. Facts. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. It would have been worrying if it had gone on behind closed doors, but then again, we don't even know at this point. Let's wait. People are quick. Listen, and I've said this myself. Listen, what do we know? Look at Deontay Wilder. The US seems to breed these highly emotional individuals. These individuals who they're happy to get out of any smoke they can by any means necessary. For example, when Dillian Whyte first popped, and essentially when the news first broke, even at that point he was still cleared to fight. By the way, when the news first broke, Wilder came out basically celebrating that he didn't have to fight Dillian Whyte. These people are jumping all over stuff that's irrelevant. Then you got Andy Ruiz, who isn't even fighting Dillian Whyte. He's fighting AJ, a man who's never popped for anything. Clean as you like. He's fighting AJ, and this is how scared people are. Ruiz is that scared that he's taken a completely independent event in Dillian Whyte's situation and using that to try and get him out of the AJ smoke. I'm sorry, boss. You're getting to work. There's no amount of Dillian Whyte fake ass tests are going to stop you getting whooped in November, December time. In fact, it's December now, so there's nothing going to stop that happening. The only thing that can stop that happening is if your best bet, Andy, yeah, if I was you, if I was advising you, I'd tell you this, listen, come out, make a little statement and say, listen guys, I'm so thankful for the support.
I'm so thankful for the support, man. Yeah, I'm so thankful for the support.
Come out, say you're so thankful for the support, but ever since June 1st, I haven't been feeling the same. I've lost the hunger. I'm not as ferocious as I once was. That's what your best bet is. Come out. Be honest with your fans. Tell them you ain't got it anymore. Tell them whatever you thought you had, you ain't really about it. That is your best bet, 100,000,000%. Be honest with the fans. Don't try and run this snake oil thing you got going on. where you're trying to make out you're on it, you're on your gully and all this business, but you're not really on it. You're not. You don't want no problems. Eddie Hearn's exposed you. Yeah? You keep crying behind closed doors about not wanting to come to the UK. It's happening in the UK. Get it in your head. Get it in there. And if you don't like it, come out and be honest. Don't try and pull the wool over people's eyes, making out you're on-site Don when you're not. So, and that's the other things about, actually. Let me address this quickly before I go. A lot of people will watch this video and say, YB, you're being a bit harsh here, and people have different mental health issues and whatnot. And I understand, I understand Andy Ruiz is suffering with deep anxiety, deep fear. And I'm not a boxer myself. I don't know what it's like to have to come into the Lions Den of the UK. I don't know what it's like to have to get in the ring with AJ. Only Andy Ruiz knows that. And even, this is how bad the anxiety's got him, yeah? Because even though he won the fight the first time, in devastating fashion, yeah? It don't make a scrap of difference to him. He's completely forgot about all that. That's how much fear the UK puts in him. That's the bottom line, yeah? He's got that much, the UK puts so much fear into him. It's irrelevant what happened before. He ain't even thinking about what happened before. He's just scared about coming here. He don't want to know about it. He should be, in reality, he should be thinking, you know what? Look at the way I dusted AJ. It's gonna be no problem. I'll do it twice as good in the UK. He's not thinking that though. He don't want no problems. Same as Wilder and Dillian White. Don't want no problems. Simple as that. Andy Ruiz knows he got lucky. He knows he got a one-up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He reminds me of that gambler who goes into a game of 21 and pulls a. I'm trying to think of the cards you'd pull. I don't even play cards, man. But bottom line is he reminds me of a gambler who goes in, hits a jackpot on the first go, and then wants to check out. This guy he don't want to take a second roll. He don't want to roll them dice again. He knows it ain't looking pretty for him. It is not looking too pretty for him.